Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to show you a typical Russian apartment for rent. Recently a friend of mine purchased a new apartment and she's going to rent it out. She did a little bit of renovation in this apartment and now this place is ready for a new host. We have a chance to inspect what a typical Russian apartment for rent looks like. And where I am in the world right now, I am in Irkutsk city, Siberia, Russia. Irkutsk city is not really far from China and we are only 300 kilometers away from Mongolian border. So if you're curious about this part of the globe, stay tuned. And when we talk about buying an apartment or renting an apartment, the most important characteristic of the apartment is location. So location of this apartment is great. Let me explain you. An apartment is in this house. Over here, right in front of it, this big area, it's a public park and a museum. You can easily get inside this park and it's very small and very quiet and very nice one. We will walk around a little bit later. Then over here we have one bus stop. Behind the bus stop we have a huge office building. In front of the office building over here we have a canteen or a cafeteria, a place to eat with very cheap prices. Also, so this is one bus stop. This is the flowers, by the way. You can find flowers in Russia literally on every corner. So this is another bus stop. Also over here we have a couple of restaurants and cafes of different prices. Also behind the bus stop we have a bank here. Here we've got a pharmacy. Also over there is one more coffee shop and a cake home. So as you remember, this is the house with our apartment. This is another bus stop. Also on this bus stop we've got a bakery, a couple of cafes. Also, there is a grocery store, a supermarket here, and a pharmacy. And let's move on. Over here, there is one more bus stop. And this is a tank, by the way. As you can see, there are 4 bus stops. So you can easily get from here to any other location of the city. Transportation system is very good. There are 2 pharmacies. There is a grocery store, there is a supermarket, there are plenty of places to eat, and there is a park. There is a very nice public park. So the location is just perfect. The population of Irkutsk city is about 600,000 people, and 60,000 of them are students, as there are 14 universities in my city. Every Russian dream about having own apartment. Some of us got an apartment as an inheritance from our parents, but some dream about earning enough money to buy one. However, nowadays mortgage rate starts from 21%, so no one is considering taking a mortgage. At the same time, incomes do not allow to buy an apartment without a mortgage for most people. That's why renting an apartment is very popular in Irkutsk. As we are passing by, guys, I'll quickly explain why tank is here. This tank is an old monument in honor of the first 10 columns which were sent to the Second World War actions built on people's donations. The first column consisted of 12 tanks. This place is very well known by locals. Honestly, guys, I love this park. It's small, it's very quiet, but it's super cute. This is an amazing mansion and a small park. The mansion was built at the end of 19th century by a very rich and famous person, a philanthropist. This is an official cultural heritage site. I recorded this video on 25th of September, and this is the period we call Babye leto, or women's summer, or golden autumn. As far as I know, this period is recognized in the cultures of many countries in the northern hemisphere. Golden autumn in my region comes at the beginning of September and lasts till the end of September, but these dates are very changeable. During this period, the weather is dry and warm. The air temperature is about 15-20 degrees Celsius. Honestly, I don't know why, but Russians are crazy about flowers. Look at this. This is flower shop. And over there on another bus stop, oh, you don't see it, but anyway, I've showed you before, there is another flower shop. Looks like we love flowers a lot. So this is our house, and in a minute we will get into the apartment. But look how convenient it is. What we've got here: pharmacy, grocery store, sushi studio, cafe, Japanese cafe, and supermarkets. Let's quickly walk through the grocery shop and the supermarket. Actually, you can see that you can find here anything you could possibly need. Coffee machine, the claw machine. This is a small shop with Korean salads. Local people love it a lot. Also, there are several shops. There is a pharmacy, very convenient and useful stuff. This is the small bakery with different sweets and breads. This is sushi studio. This is the Japanese cafe. We are Asians, so we love sushi, Korean, Japanese food a lot. This is just a grocery store with cheese, milk, stuff like this. This is my favorite ice cream shop from a local ice cream factory. And ice cream is of a great quality as everywhere in Russia. And this is the supermarket itself. In supermarket, obviously, you can find whatever you want. This is our house, flower shop. Let's walk around. Pigeons. By the way, there is like a special equipment for people with for disabled people, but it's not very typical for Russia. Very often in Russia, you can see people in public areas, like on a bus stop, for example, selling vegetables and berries from their own garden. Everyone gets used to believing that it's all organic, very high quality, and we buy these products with great pleasure. Usually people who sell these products are old women, babushkas, so we tend to trust these social categories of citizens. But the funny fact is that for the last years, many of these old women got tricky. They buy Chinese cucumbers, which are full of chemicals, and sell them presenting like these cucumbers are from their own garden. I don't judge them, they need to survive somehow. Of course, there are homeless people in Russia. We don't see a lot of them on the streets, but they exist. For example, these three persons on the bench are more likely to be homeless or extremely poor. Most likely, they are to be alcoholics or drug addicts. So, we explored the location and let's get closer to the building we need. It's a 9-story building. It was built in 1988. There are 9 entrances, a children's playground and a sport ground. This type of 9-story building were very popular in the USSR era. It was a great balance between the number of apartments and its comfort. Higher buildings would require more powerful elevators and upgraded engineering systems. All of that would make the constructions more expensive. Also, 9 stories was the maximum height for seismically active areas. These buildings can manage an earthquake of 8 points. These advertisements on the wall are all around the city. It offers free help, accommodation, and job opportunities for homeless people, drug or alcohol addicts. Some of these advertisements are from local religious organizations of Christians of Pentecostal Church of God, while others are from different cults, from criminal organizations who take people into slavery. Okay, guys, we are here. I haven't been to this apartment yet, so let's try to find where is the entrance. This is the door. Now we need to press the number of the apartment and they will let us in. And there is already the paper here. It says I want to rent an apartment, apparently in this particular house, and the phone number. So I guess we already have a client. We already have a customer. Какой? Какой этаж? Okay, we are in. What we've got here on the first floor, in the public area, in the public hall, we've got bicycles and like for adults and kids bicycle. All right. There is an elevator here and there are stairs. Oh, over there are boxes, mail boxes, but we hardly get letters nowadays, mostly bills. On such a board in the public area, usually the company who's taking care of the house, they place different announcements. Okay, let's try to use an elevator. Okay, I guess we need floor number 2. Huh? Как нажимается? I cannot really press it. Здравствуйте. Hello. So first question before we get in, how much did this apartment cost and where did you get money for this apartment?
5 миллионов 200 тысяч. И где я взяла деньги, купила. Купила, конечно. У меня была другая квартира, я ее продала. И пришлось добавить примерно 800 тысяч, которые я накопила. И вот.
So, my congratulations to you. Поздравляю тебя с покупкой квартиры. It's a big thing to buy an apartment. And in Russia we have a tradition. When we get a new apartment, when we purchased a new apartment, the first creature who should enter an apartment is a cat. As we do not have a live cat, we have a toy, which is a cat. Look at this. This is a very, very smart cat. Very smart cat. Why a cat should enter an apartment first? Russian people believe that a cat, when a cat enter the house, they immediately negotiate with local spirits who live in this apartment. So they agreed with the spirits to live peacefully, to let us in and to let us live in this apartment. So we believe that cats can feel the spirits and can negotiate with the spirits. And also cats show us good and bad places to place a bed, place a kitchen table. So they know the best places. So let's let this cat to get in. So the cat is entering. All right. Close the door and let's explore an apartment. First I need to take off my shoes. So this is the owner, Yulia. I hope you do remember Yulia from my previous videos. We already showed you her own apartment. She's a designer. She knows how to make a place beautiful. There are 2 more videos on this channel with Yulia's participation. So let's start explore the apartment. This is an entrance and a small hall. Usually Russians place an electric meter near the entrance. You can also see it in this apartment. There are some shelves and hooks for clothing and shoes next to the main door. And it's very typical for Russians to place a huge wardrobe in the entrance hall for outerwear. Yulia, tell me, are you happy with your new apartment?
В общем, когда мы пришли на просмотр этой квартиры, квартира понравилась.
Yulia was saying that when she came to see an apartment for the first time, she did like it very much. The apartment were full of life, clothing, kitchen, equipment, etc. It seemed like she only needed to clean it up, add some decorations, and an apartment would be ready for renting out. But after she bought it and came back to an empty apartment, she found out that there were so many things to fix. First, she refreshed the wall color. The washing machine and the stove were broken. Thus, she had to call a repairman. But now, when everything is fixed, she's happy and hoping to find a client very quickly. Let's go for a room tour with Yulia. The sofa is new, and Yulia purchased it just for this apartment. These shelves, is it your job?
Of course.
Also, a kitchen table with chairs are new and bought by Yulia, as old table and chairs were ugly and the design was outdated. Also, Yulia was considering two types of renting out, long-term or short-term, and she decided to choose a long-term rent.
Приглашаю вас на балкон.
So this is the balcony. Yulia painted the walls on the balcony as well. The four walls were purple, which was weird and psychedelic. These are chairs from the previous owner. Oh, this is the park right in front of the windows. The TV set is something you bought by yourself?
Телевизор я заказала на маркетплейсе. Эта тумбочка у меня осталась.
So this is the kitchen now. The kitchen cabinet is from the previous owner. Normally, no one take out kitchen cabinet when selling an apartment. Yulia additionally paid for refrigerator, so it's also from the previous owner. There is a washing machine and the tableware in the kitchen. Also, Yulia bought 2 coffee machines for the use.
Добро пожаловать в спальню.
This is bedroom. There is a spacious wardrobe and a dresser from the previous owner here. Additionally, Yulia placed her own bed and a stylish floor lamp. Flowers, pictures, and other decorations around the apartment are new and placed by Yulia to make it more cozy. It really makes a difference and brings a style and comfort. Thus, an apartment is fully equipped, beautifully decorated, and ready for a new temporary host to live a happy life here. All right, Yulia asked me very tricky question. She asked me, how much would I pay to rent an apartment like this? Well, honestly, I have no idea about renting prices in our city. I've never been renting an apartment. Well, maybe long ago. So I don't know present day prices. But taking into account the great location, lots of bus stops, great infrastructure, a park, and this is a city center, and airport is only like 10 minutes driving from this place, and airport in Irkutsk is right in the city center, so that's why an apartment is in the city center and it's not far from the airport. So, and also the style and the design, it feels very nice here. It feels like I want to live here already. So I would pay probably 30,000 rubles per month.
Уже не такие цены.
Уже не такие цены. Yeah, I knew that.
Вообще, я мечтаю ее сдать за 45.
45,000, guys. You have a great chance to get this amazing apartment.
Welcome to my bathroom. Проходите, пожалуйста, вдвоем, мы там не поместимся.
A bath were of a yellow color because previous owner didn't care good enough about it. So Yulia had to order a special service to renew the bath with an acrylic. So it's snow white and fit the tiles now. So actually, it looks like you did a great job. I mean, there were a lot of things to fix and to in general.
На 2 недели я тут фиксила.
So it took Yulia only 2 weeks to make this apartment beautiful again.
Я, конечно, все делала своими руками.
It's unbelievable. For me, it's rocket science. I don't know. I would never be able to do that. I'm very impressed. Great job.
Спасибо.
Could you describe a perfect client you would like to rent this apartment?
Ну, я думаю, что Это должна быть одинокая, одинокая, богатая женщина.
Ну,
Это было бы идеально. Я бы не хотела, чтобы здесь были дети.
students?
Я думаю, что студенты не смогут снимать за такую цену, за какую я бы хотела. Поэтому это либо семейная пара, либо какая-то обеспеченная женщина.
Женщина. Animals?
Только не кошки. Кошки только такие.
Do you know how much money did you invest to renovate the apartment?
Ну да, я посчитала. Ну, наверное, около 200 тысяч. Это вот диван, телевизор и стулья, стол. Отделка ванны. Да, мастер того, мастер всего. И очень много сжирают денег перевозки.
Are you going to ask for a deposit?
Да, конечно, я возьму депозит. И я сейчас раздумываю еще над тем, чтобы взять еще и за клининг, который после них нужно будет сделать. Потому что я сдавала и раньше квартиру, в другом районе. Это всегда еще неделя уборок после жильцов.
That's very, very smart decision. And now, guys, we want to show you a couple of rituals which local people, which Siberian people do or Russian people do when we move into a new apartment. So this is a new apartment for Yulia, and we need to do something special here. So, guys, look what we've got. It's not what you think. It's local herb. In Russian, we call it chibret. Siberian native people, for example, Burat people, they believed that smudging a home using herbs clean spaces of negative energy and bring a peaceful atmosphere. It helps reset the energy around you. I've seen many times how local shamans do it to clean the space around them. So we can do the same with a new apartment. We should take a moment to clarify why we are cleansing our space, what energy we are hoping to invite. Our intention could be as simple as I'm cleansing this space for peace and positivity, or I'm removing all the negative energy. I used matches to light the herbs. The smoke should be consistent. I started at the entrance and moved through each room. Evil spirits will disappear. It's extremely uncomfortable for them to live in a place where they can feel the smell of this herb. That's what local native Siberian people believe in. Another Russian tradition is to sprinkle vodka in every corner of a new apartment. It brings good luck and helps to remove all the evil spirits. We also start at the entrance and walk around the apartment clockwise. Let's summarize all the information about prices and costs. So, Yulia paid 5,200,000 rubles for this apartment. Also, she invested about 200,000 rubles to redecorate and repair the apartment. The rental price is 45,000 rubles per month. Talking about average prices on a real estate market in Irkutsk, I can give you the following numbers. As of August 2025, the average price per square meter on the secondary real estate market in Irkutsk was 139,000 rubles, and the average apartment price was 7.5 million rubles. Renting a one-room apartment in the city center costs from 35 to 50,000 rubles per month. By one-room apartments, we mean an apartment with a kitchen and a bedroom. And probably the main question, how much money do local people earn? According to official statistics, the average salary of employees of organizations in the Irkutsk region in January 2025 was 87,500 rubles. And the last detail about this building is the garbage chute system. The one which is used here is very popular for high-rise buildings of USSR era. This is the most common type, a dry garbage chute. It consists of a shaft with a ventilation pipe, loading hatches, and a receiving area, a container in our case. The loading hatches are located in stairwells. The receiving area is located beneath the chutes on the ground floor. The sanitary safety of this system is very questionable as it attracts cockroaches and mice to share our accommodation with us. Nowadays, most Russian construction companies don't use this element of infrastructure because of safety reasons. Thank you, Yulia, again for showing us her new apartment. And I wish you to find a new permanent host of this apartment as soon as possible at the best possible price.
Спасибо.
So guys, I hope you did enjoy this video. Please let me know what do you think. Would you rent an apartment like this, and how much an apartment costs to rent in your city, in your country? Leave your comments in the comment section below, and see you next videos. Bye.